Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Saturday, January 11th, 2025, and we're here for live sew-in chat where we do a 2-hour live chat. Starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and goes until 10 p.m. I'm also live on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for just live chat. Sometimes I do hauls, sometimes I do mail, sometimes I might do some teaching. Sometimes I might actually sew. So you never know what you're going to get on the Wednesday live chat. But on Saturdays, I try to come sew. Every now and then, I may not live up to that because my mind may not be right for sewing. So we just sit and chat. But tonight we're going to be sewing hopefully on Interwoven. We're going to go over some Teaquilts business so that everybody's on the same page. And I'm going to give people a few minutes to get in here since I came in early. All right, let me pull you all up also on my phone here so I can read the chat. Let's see. Thank you, Darcy, for your post. She's letting you know that give T her thumbs up. So if you haven't already, while you're waiting, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me. It really helps recommend my video to the quilting community. So please hit the thumbs up button for me. And she's also saying if you're new here or just listening and you're not subscribed, please hit the bell and then subscribe button and then hit the bell for notifications. And then to also check out the Facebook page, which is Teaquilts LLC. Make sure that you answer the 4 questions so that you can gain admission. Thank you, Darcy. It was somebody before Yolanda. I didn't get that name. And I've got the pin bar hanging over it. So sorry about that. I'm going to miss you. So we got Yolanda here, Vivian Calvi. Miss Vivian, are you doing round robin? Because I checked with somebody else that I was told was doing round robin and they're not doing it. So I need to make sure before I do the schedule. So just let me know in the chat. Just a yes will be sufficient. Thank you. Or no. Oh my goodness. Nikki B is here. Welcome back to the chat. Kevin the Quilter. Minnie Dula. Francis Jackson. I can't remember if you asked me for a fabulous pattern or a Dresden Village. I found one fabulous pattern and I found 3 Dresden Village. So if anybody is wanting those, let me know. I'll also mention it again later since we're at the top of the hour and people aren't in here yet. So it's snowing in Michigan. They didn't get, I don't think they got the first snow we got. Sheila Willis is here. Carissa, I said Carissa. Sheila Willis. Sue GSD says, 165 days to go until the absolute best retreat ever to be. All right. So I got on a Teaquilts retreat shirt today just to remind people. I do have one opening. Somebody is having some difficulties with attending and would like to know if somebody would buy a single room at $1,100. It's for a 5-night, 6-day retreat. So if you're interested in that, please email me as soon as possible. Would be great. Carla Ford is here. Harriet Susan Franklin from Ringgold, Georgia is here. Sharon Lewis is here. Dolores Phelps. And Pearl Medina from Moreno Valley, California. Just praying for all the devastation that's in Cali right now. It was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of fires. I think they said it was like 12 major things got ruined as far as like monuments or something like that. I can't remember how they worded it, but it's really bad in California, so pray for those people. Chocolate Quilts is here. Clovis Gardner. Cynthia Shea from Cole, Chicago. Melody Kiefer. Leetta Bryant. Okay, so she finished her fabulous quilt. I want the Dresden pattern. Okay, so let me... I couldn't remember which one it was, girl. Trying to find something to write on so I can put it in the bag without writing on your pattern. And you finished your fabulous outside the group and you had paid to be in the group. So I'll just charge you for the pattern. And it's $14, Francis, plus whatever shipping is. So I'll let you know via email. I just want to put your name. I could have wrote it on the label. I just now noticed that I had a price tag on there. So if Francis don't need fabulous, I do have one more fabulous pattern. I had somebody asking me about that before too. So I'll announce that again later as well. Let's see. Linda Williams is here. It's cold here in Greensboro. Mary F. Michelle the Quilter. Remo JS also reminding you all to hit the thumbs up, show your love and support. She is honest, an educator, and she is who she is. Much love to her, and she is awesome. Well, thank you, Remo. Melinda C. is here. Don Cunningham. Did I? Okay, so Miss Vivian is doing the round robin. So now I can go ahead and start assigning people for that. I just had to verify because I'm like, one person I thought was doing it, I hadn't verified, and they said no. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I asked. You just mentioned the fabulous pattern. I did ask you about it. Okay, so that was Darcy. See if I can tear off another piece of paper down here. Darcy wants fabulous. I didn't realize both of them had been asked for. I was shocked when when I was doing fabulous, I had a priority mailbox, and Francis, go ahead and request to go and to get into the Teaquilts Dresden Village group on Facebook, and I'll let you into that as well. But and Darcy, the same for you for fabulous. So whatever the name of the pattern is, I always put Teaquilts in front of it. Name of the pattern and sew along. This pattern, I think it's $32 because it's like a 8-month block of the month. So what they do, I remember when they used to sell them to us for like $6 to $10 each month, each pattern. So now they just put it all together and then they just give you the price of the block of the month. So it is $32 because of the, and it's printed in color, which I like too. So it looks like a good pattern. I haven't made it, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, you were asking about it. She don't need it. Okay. She says she found her patterns with my Teaquilt sticker in it. So I know it was from you. Okay. So if you haven't joined these groups and you asked to join those groups, you paid to join those groups, go ahead and request it over on the Facebook Marketplace. So she doesn't need this. So let me take this out of here. So if somebody needs Fabulous, I can write their name on it. So she was just asking me about it. And I don't have the price on here because I never got a chance to stock them. So, but I think it's $32 for that one. And I'm just taking care of business as I see people's names. Hi, Norma Kaufman from San Marcos, California. Shoulder surgery scheduled for mid-February for Sue. Janet McCarroll's here. Are you snowed in? Girl. Okay, Carla. Because I was like so glad I asked you. Or am I snowed in? I had to do just a little bit more shoveling of the driveway. My husband did some, but I had to go out and do some more today because I wanted to go to the post office. We had just enough snow to be dangerous. They said we were going to get like 1 inch, and I think on my car, I had like 3 inches or so on my car. So we got way more than 1 inch on this side of town. And I wanted to make sure because it was sunny today. So I went and pushed all that snow. It was kind of slushy. I pushed all of that off the walkway because I didn't want it to become ice at night because we're still like low 30s for temperature. So at night, everything's going to turn to ice. And then I also, on the opposite side of my car, I needed to make sure that I had enough room for my tires to sit flat. So I had to shovel some more snow there. And then I also went into the street right beyond my driveway and shoveled some of that because it looked like some snow had got put in front of my driveway. I did not want to get stuck. And then when I went to the post office, I hurry up, tossed that snow shovel into the car, okay? But we're not snowed in. It's just a lot of snow. My street is one of the worst streets, and I think it's because we had a box truck that got stuck on our street on, what was that, Sunday or Monday, the first day it snowed. And I think two reasons. They didn't come down the street because I live on a street that is inconvenient to go on. It's not a thoroughfare. So if you're on my street, you were coming to my street. And then also the box truck messed up the corner, so it's all messed up. And I think they probably went into the pavement as well, trying to get that box truck out. So yeah, it's a mess right now. So I'm not really trying to go anywhere, but I wanted to drop off some orders today, so that's what I did. Not snowed in though. Hi Claudette Bettis, welcome, welcome. Roxanne Sexton's here. Quilt Gal's here. She's watching the Baltimore Ravens. Hi, Damali J. Welcome. And Patricia Priest. Virginia Braggs is here. Welcome, welcome. Virginia Bragg, not with an S. Betsy Layton's here. Moving from room to room, cutting fabric and placing it. Rent is paid. So when rent is paid for the new people, that means they've already hit the thumbs up button. So check your thumbs up button to see if you've hit it already. Would really appreciate it. Kevin's doing his announcements. They in all caps. He's screaming at y'all. 2025 Teaquilts Retreats Pillowcase Drive. Get those pillowcases in by May or bring to retreat. 200 pillowcases needed. And that's not just for the retreat people. Whenever I do something of charity, I extend it to my scrap quilting club, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, as well as the retreat. The retreat is the date that I try to make that the last day that I'm collecting, because I want to make sure that I get rid of this stuff before it gets cold. So I'm going around to all these different places dropping off whatever we make. let's see. I'm trying to think. Right now, I have 4 people and we have 29 pillowcases so far. And a lot of people are just sending them in because they're not even, I don't think these 4 are going, well, maybe some are going to retreat. I was going to say these 4 are not going to retreat. But if you are flying in and you're going to be sending in or making 10 or more pillowcases, something like that, there is no need for you to carry that weight. You can go ahead and just mail your pillowcases in. That would be fine. Otherwise, if you're driving or something like that, just bring your pillowcases with you so I don't have to keep up with them at that point. Especially if you want people to see them. I've decided I'm not going to take all the pillowcases because if I get 100 pillowcases, I'm not taking 100 pillowcases to retreat. What I'll try to do is try, like if somebody made a lot of them, I'll try to bring 1 or 2 of their pillowcases to retreat. And then when we do show and tell, they can just tell how many that they made. That way I'm not just packing stuff to be bringing it back home, you know. Sandra Oldham is here. Billy Withereed is here. Diana Grant, first time being here for a long while, so welcome back, Diana. Lonnie is here saying hi. Kim R. Bonita Nance. Judy Smith. And Joyce Sterling. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Lana Dean. Deborah Holloway. Trying to get to the bottom here. T. Roberts. I just sent you an email. Can you please check? It came from Teaquilts News because I wanted to make sure that it went through. Shelly is here. Receive the pattern and fabric. Thank you. That's from Joyce. You're welcome. Thank you. And Susie K just came in. So welcome everybody. All right. So let's talk about, I talked about retreat for those that have just coming in. I do have 1 opening for the June retreat. I don't have the dates here, but it's of June, the last week. I think it's like the 25th, which is going to be on a Tuesday. So whatever day Tuesday is through Sunday, you go back home on Sunday. So you arrive on Tuesday, go back home on Sunday. I'm getting dings and stuff. It's throwing me off, okay? You go back home on Sunday. The cost is for a single room. It's $1,100 for 5 nights, 6 days. Most of your meals are paid for with that. You also get a chartered bus quilt shop hop somewhere. I was going to work on that this week, but with us having the snow and a lot of the quilt shops were closed, I wasn't able to do that. So I'm hoping that I can work on that next week, weather permitting, and trying to get the route confirmed with the quilt shop owners that they can do what I need them to do, as well as trying to figure out where we can eat on the road. So that's the things that I'm working on. Hi, Suzette. Peter Denton. Shelly. Or the pillowcases for children and adults. Yes, children and adults, they can be male or female. It doesn't matter. Just a pillowcase that's the prints look good together. And I say that, I'm not saying don't use a particular style of fabric. I'm just saying make sure that the pillowcases, the colors that you use, coordinate. And then you can also just Google burrito style pillowcase or hot dog style pillowcase so that you can use any free online pattern. They're free. You don't have to pay for one. I put one on my community page on YouTube. I gave you a link, and I also put that same link in my Facebook group. If you were on my newsletter at the time when I sent that information out, I gave you 3 additional places that you could get pillowcase links from as well. So it doesn't matter which one, because I can't tell when you send it, for the most part, which pattern you used. It's either going to be French seamed or not. you're going to have a band or not, you know. So it just depends, or the flap, not the band, but the flap part, because the band is part of any pillowcase. So it doesn't matter what style you make it for. Hi, Zella McKenzie. And I will be donating them to different charities. If I see a lot of patriotic, I have a veteran center by me. If I have a lot of children's prints, there is organizations that they help teen moms. They get them their education, GED, or an AA degree, and then they place them into housing. And when they place them into housing, they give them quilts. We donate quilts to them. So I don't see why we couldn't also donate pillowcases to them as well. Also daycares that might have a lot of spillage and need more pillowcases than norm, so we can donate some to them. Pillowcases, everybody needs a pillowcase, so I will most definitely be able to get rid of pillowcases. It is on there, Francis. It's Teaquilts Dresden Village. Teaquilts Dresden Village Sew Along. That's the name of it. I know it's there. I gotta go to Facebook. Yep, I see it. Teaquilts Dresden Village Sew Along. Miss T, would you take pictures of the pillowcases for the show and tell? When we are at retreat doing the show and tell, everybody will be up at the show and tell. We took pictures with the pillows, the love bug pillows that we made, and then we also had some people that got up and showed them. But we will most definitely, they will be shown, represented some kind of way at retreat, no doubt about it. It just may not be all of them, but when you get 200 pillowcases or more, I have a feeling we're going to have more. So when we get that many pillowcases, you're not going to miss a few if we got a whole lot of them up there, because we had one lady made like 10 love bugs, but she didn't stuff them and close them up. So we had people that had only made one. We were giving people extras to hold. So we had quite a good representation for the love bug pillows. So, and then my mailing address is down in the description box in any of my videos. So it's my P.O. box number is listed there. Oh my goodness. Mary of Minnesota says I have 17 pillowcases completed. See, between Kevin and Sue, they're going to get their wish. They are going to get their wish. Next thing I want to talk about, we got to keep moving, because y'all know I like talking to y'all, is the Teaquilt Scrap Quilting Club via Zoom. It's going to be $60 for the year, minimum of 8 classes. I already have 6 of those scheduled. I am leaving room so that if I'm teaching something, like I'm going to be teaching the Exploding Star, and it might take 2 or 3 of those sessions. And so I want to make sure that if I'm teaching, because that'll be an additional fee for that, but people that are signed up for the regular Zoom, via Zoom Scrap Club members, you will get like maybe $10 off whatever I decide to charge for the class. And I'm thinking $20 a session for the class, but so that would be like 20, 40. Let's just say I charge $45 for the Zoom class with 3 sessions. That's what I'll do. We'll do 45. And then the people that are Zoom members, if you want to do the Exploding Star, you don't have to, then you'd pay $35. We just make it up as we go here. So let me write that down, because y'all know I'll forget. Exploding Star via Zoom. It's going to be 3 sessions. And then $35 for Teaquilts Scrap Quilting Club members. No, via Zoom members. Make that clear. All right, so we have all that covered. So that's what it's going to be. I have the dates of what's scheduled so far. In January, we're going to do the Motor Love and Hearts quilt. And then we're going to do an African quilt in February, but you don't have to use African fabrics. I saw a photo of this quilt in African prints, so that's why I said it's for February. So I thought Black History Month, I thought it'd be good to make something with our African prints, but you are not required to use African prints. In any of these things that we're doing, you can decide whether you're going to make them scrappy, whether you're going to use yardage off your shelves, whether you're going to go buy some stuff. The whole point of Scrap Club, though, is try to use what you have. Now, if you're new and don't have a large stash or something like that, fully understand if you got to go buy something. But I'm pulling everything from shelves. I'm not going to purposely shop for anything that we are doing in my live here in city. Scrap Quilting Club or the Zoom. I just pull from whatever I got. I got enough that I can do like a gazillion quilts, okay? Without needing a thing. Especially when they're scrappy, because you can just keep adding fabrics and nobody ever know you ran out of something. So that's January, February projects. And then in March, we're going to have show and tell for your January and February projects. If you're not finished with those, it's okay. Don't stress. Show what you have. And then if you get it finished, hold it until the next show and tell. And then you can show it at the next show and tell. And then April, I haven't decided what the projects are going to be yet, but there's going to be a project in April. And then May and July are going to be Exploding Star part 1 and 2. And then part 3, I'm hoping, will be the reveal. People have them done. And that will be probably September, the month of September, trying to give you a month in between to work on the different steps so that you can get it completed, hopefully. And then the month of June is retreat month. So we're going to do something like really, really simple in June. I don't know what it is. It might just be squares on point. It might just be squares put with sashing. I have no idea. It's going to be very simple, though, because I got things to do. So I know I'm not going to have a whole lot of time for prepping in June. And so that's what I've been doing since Thursday. I've been cutting, reading the instructions, and noticing some inconsistencies in the diagram. The cutting is fine. However, I did do some modifications where I put that information into the Facebook group. So we have a Teaquilts Scrap Quilting Club via Zoom group, and you need to join that group. I have a few people that I don't remember joining. Let me see if I can remember your names. See, Donette Branson, Francis Jackson, I don't think you're in there. Joanne Lucas, Kim Kelly, Lana Dean, Sharon Lewis, Tamar. I can't remember if Yolanda's in there. T. Roberts was signing up yesterday, so she needs to get in. And Minnie Dula, I'm not sure if you're in there. So it's still a few of you that are not in there. I am posting information into that group that may be helpful, may not be helpful, especially when we come across. I think one of the things you got to learn about free patterns is that they're free for a reason. You're like pattern testers. And so sometimes patterns may not be printed correct. You may have cut out a whole lot of something wrong. And that's nothing you can do when a pattern is free. You're more like pattern testers for them. So, they giving Mary her kudos for the 17 pillowcase. She talking about I need to round it up to 20. How many people are attending retreat? I've been planning for 46. I have 41 scheduled. I'm trying not to get up to 46, but we'll see. So that's why I keep telling people 46, just prepare for 46. Right now I have 41. The ones that I leave at home, Damali, I've already showed every pillowcase that was sent in. I've showed it in my lives as I've been receiving them. So they've got some kudos already given to them. So they are okay. Everybody but Lietta's, because I left it at the center by accident. So when I go back, I have to pick it up. So, but yeah. So all the pillowcases have been shown on the channel as I've been receiving them. And that was from 3 other people. Francis, Donette Branson, and Cheryl Knuckles have been shown. And Lietta's, I just don't have it in my house yet. And Darcy saying she needs to sign up for Exploding Star. Joe Carmel, Quilts by Carmel, to my yay, I made it. Hey, Joe Carmel, welcome, welcome. Yolanda says, I did get an email from you regarding Teaquilts projects after I paid. I am planning to take part. Yeah, but in part of that email, it gives you a link. If you're on Facebook, I do realize some people are not on Facebook, but that's going to be the quickest place to get updates and then to chat with your fellow peers if you got questions. Because when somebody asks a question, it's just not for me to answer. If you see something, because sometimes I walk around without a phone, without my watch. My watch is on the charger. My phone's on the charger. So, yeah, I'm walking around here doing what I got to do because I got so many things to do. I may not see a message all day. So if somebody is posting something in any of my groups and you can help, go ahead and help if you can. Yeah, you are old, Kevin. So I think that's it for the Zoom. I cut everything. I've got myself prepped. I'm all ready. Just got all my information over there now. So yeah, again, if anybody is needing a fabulous pattern, I have one left. It's $32. I have 2 Dresden Village patterns, $14. And then both of those are plus shipping, of course. The fabulous pattern is a block of the month, an 8-month block of the month. That's why it costs a little more. And then I want to open up this box here that I got from Joe Carmel. Trying to use my cheapy Temu scissors because I don't have my I don't know where I put my fiskars that I normally use for fabric and paper, and I've never had to sharpen them, but I can tell these Temu scissors is it's like, girl, what are you doing? So it'll be a paper scissor. That's what these are gonna be. Did I go down the middle? Probably not. I don't want to go too deep. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go again. All right. Joe Carmel is donating to retreat, and she's not even coming this year. So, she goes through her stuff. She gets different boxes and stuff. So she's giving the stuff that she's not keeping from those boxes. So this is really cool. She's got Riley Blake playing cards. Says Happy Place, which I think is part of, Lori Ho B in my bonnet. She has some 1-inch non-roll elastic. I know where this can be used. Ain't that right, Kim? This is 100% cotton quilting thread, 500 yards by Missouri Star Quilt Company. Color is topaz. Oh my goodness. One of these store your notions. You can put your pins in here, your seam rippers. The holes move so that it'll open to accommodate whatever you put in here. Rotary cutter. Just about everything can fit in there. Oh my goodness. Razzle by Ricky Timms. Made under superior threads, 100% polyester for bobbin work, couching, and serger. Color 265. It's like a metallic gold. Very nice. Y'all ain't getting these. These are Tula Pink scraps. It's just a little baggy. Y'all'll be okay. And then here she has Ruby Days 40 Karat Gems by Wilmington Prints. All red. Just gorgeous. My favorite color. Gorgeous. This is a charm pack called Holiday Wishes. Wilmington Prints again. And it's got, you can see on the side where it's got red fabrics, white, and then some greens. So it's good. I'm glad she put it into a plastic bag so I don't have all of these little fuzzies, which I'm sewing. All my clothes have fuzzies in them that I've been wearing since I've been working on this project with the jelly rolls. Yeah. Ooh, purple. It's a this must be the Kona color of the year one year, I think. Roll-ups. It's I'm assuming it's 40 then because it doesn't say it on here, but it's a jelly roll of Kona. All the same color. You have those patterns like where they ask, you're needing 2.5-inch strips in the background, and you can use one of these instead of cutting the strips yourself. Oh my goodness, Joe. We still digging. Tranquil Gardens, 40 pieces. This one looks small. They wrap real good. This is under Robert Kaufman, 40 pieces. Really pretty. Teals and purples. Let me go back this way so you can see it. Very pretty. That'll go good with that one. Whoops. More notions. It's a scissor sheath. You can stick it, I guess, like onto your sewing machine, and you can put your little thread snips or small scissors in here through the hole on top. Very nice. This is a container that has pins. Trying to see if they said any particular kind. No, but it's from the Fat Quarter shop. And goodness gracious, look like a kit to do the Jolly Gingerbread pot holders. Quit as you go, June Taylor. The whole kit's here, everything you need. And then the fabric is in there behind it. Woo-wee. Joe Carmel, you made it just in time. Magic pens. I like giving out little samples like this so you can test the pens and see if you like them. These are extra long pens, which takes the place of your yellow pens that you get from Clover. And then heat resistant pen, they're heat resistant. And then they also got patchwork pens right here. Another June Taylor project, not a complete kit. It doesn't have fabric in here, but this is a project bag. Quilt as you go kit with zippity doo dah zipper, gray. So it's got the zipper in here, but no fabric. But it looked like it was done. Some of it looks like strings. So we got plenty of those, but everything else is in here, which is cool. And I'm assuming that the zippity doo dah, no, that's the zipper. Kit includes printed stabilizer for one bag, one gray zippity doo dah pre-sewn zipper, and then clear vinyl. Video link for sew along and step-by-step instructions. Fabric requirements: 5 to 6 fat quarters or 1/4 yard of 5 to 6 fabrics. Backing is 1 fat quarter or 1/2 yard. So Sassy iron-on labels. Very pretty. I'll show you 1 or 2 or 4. Depends on how many are on the page too. You'll see those. That's cool. Goodness gracious. Missouri Star Quilting Company. She's giving away the Quilters or Peacemakers mug. I'm going to assume we'll open it up and make sure. Looks like it so far. The way they package it. Yep, that's what it is. Just want to make sure. Might have been a box of money. All right. So that was a lot. Joe can pack a whole lot in a box. I can tell you that. I got to get it back in here now. Thank you so much, Miss Jo Carmel, Quilts by Carmel, for your donation to the Teaquilts 2025 retreat. That was really nice of you. Maybe this one will go over here. All right. Oh, it's something else in here. It's a card. I didn't even see that. A little note. Uh-oh. She says, with big thanks from me, absolutely love my D2M quilt. Here's a little something for you and door prizes for 2025 retreats, Jo Carmel. And then in here, she has a Joann's gift card. Always nice. Thank you. So if I need something for retreat, I can do that. Thank you, Jo. Appreciate that. Over generous, lady. I'm going to put that over here with the other stuff that I took out. Right there. I'm putting stuff back in, and notice that. But y'all not getting the Tula scraps. You're not getting that. So, for those that are wondering, inquiring about this particular box, if you want to donate something that you're not using for a retreat from your stash, you don't have to go out and buy anything. Or if you want to make something for a retreat, you can do that as well. I have a time where I give out one notion. They get to choose, and then they get to choose one fabric item from a table. And I try to have more items than what I actually need. So if your name is called last, it's not like you're getting the last gift on the table. you still have options. And then whatever is left, I just take it and recycle it back through for the next year. So thank you, Joe Carmel. She sent a lot. Oops, I'm gonna knock my pen cushion off putting this in there. It made it heavy. But thank you so much. So anybody can donate. I do give a sheet of everybody that's donated to retreat. I try to and I put it into the welcome kit that I give out so that you know who paid for what at retreat. I pay for a lot of stuff, but I don't pay for everything. And I like for people, like on Joe Carmel, it won't be itemized. That's just too much. I had somebody else send a box that had 2 other people have sent boxes. I don't know if I even wrote those on here yet because they might be on my computer. I just started this book. Oh, I do have them here. If I'm missing your name, let me know because I can write Joe down here now. By Quilts by Carmel. Kits, fabrics, and notions. So that's Joe Carmel. I have Ingrid Bauer. She sent a box that had 11 kits in it, okay? OMG! Gwen Edwards did a PayPal cash donation. Jason Lewis donated. Jason Lewis says, I got Jelly Roll because that was the last thing that he donated, but Jason donates all the time, whatever he's not using. I'm just going to say Jelly Roll Plus because it's a lot that Jason has donated. And Jason donating when I'm not even collecting, okay? Warm and Natural Company. Mona Resendez, she had pre-cuts, kits, and more. It was a big box. And then Quote Easy, Butler Robotics also has donated. So if I missed your name, let me know. It's not with intent, it's by accident. So if I need to add you on here, if you donated to the 2025 retreat and I didn't have your name on there, just let me know. I will correct it. I got to go back a long ways. Good Lord. I'm not going to read all the praise to Joe Carmel. She's going to have to read them herself. Because I cannot. Patricia asked, have I received a package from her? No, I went to the post office today. I'm looking for 2 people mailing in payments. I haven't gotten those, but it could be because the whole Midwest mail system may be off getting stuff in, so it probably is going to be delayed. I think it was a lot easier for us to get stuff out than for us to get stuff in. Okay, so Yolanda says she's not on Facebook. Okay. And then I sent out the information with the links. That's going to be the link that we're going to use the entire Zoom. So I didn't want to be changing it every month. And since I have to let you in anyway, I'll kind of know who's in Zoom anyway. So, and I'm keeping attendance just so we can see if somebody makes every Zoom. Norma's asking, did you pre-order your Missouri Star box? Yes, I did. I ordered it like 2 days after Christmas. I did order that. Joy Creations is here. The Quilting Lady Fabric and Quilting Store. Hey T, it sounds like you are too busy. Take it easy while snow in Powell, Tennessee. So yeah, we all in the storm. But I was at least able to get out. One thing, when I buy new cars, my car is a 2019, but when I buy new cars, my first inkling is to get rid of the tires that are on new cars because they just give you a basic tire. And my husband, he has to be on me not to get rid of them so soon, So the good thing that I did this year was I bought 4 new tires. And they're the tires that the brand I like, the type of tire I like. And boy, am I glad that I got them tires on my car instead of my old tires. So I'm so glad that I replaced those. But that's the only reason I'm not snowed in. And it was comfortable. I didn't do any sliding or any of that type of stuff. So, Francis, you weren't in I don't think you're in the Teaquilts Scrap Club via Zoom group. Something like that. Monty Pep's here reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Claudette Hall is here. She just lost playing Cheaters Monopoly. Now that's a good thing then if it's Cheaters Monopoly. Oh my goodness. A lot of people giving Joe Cormel praise on the items in the box. She said they're so sampler rejects, laughing out loud. Helena Carter is here. And I'm trying to get to the bottom here just to make sure. I think I'm there. Suzette talking about you can accidentally send that Tula scraps to me. Girl, you see it didn't even go back in the bag. I ain't playing. I am not playing. Yeah, right here. This is my round robin list. I don't want to, let me put it. I'm going to put it temporarily inside of Francis' pattern because both of those need to go back to my desk. And I don't want it to fall off as I'm sewing. All right, my thread came out with all of that. I'm working still, on Interwoven. I could have finished this in a day or two if I wasn't sewing live. But then I have to figure out what else I'm going to sew live with while I'm chatting with you guys. So to keep it simple, I just work on the same project and I only work on it when I'm in here with you guys. So I did do some finishing up, press these 2 lime green ones. Last time we were here, I'm now working with this Kelly green, Irish green, whatever you want to call it, Kelly green. So I'm working with this now. So let me get the pieces out. And the pattern we're working on again is called Interwoven. It's a Villa Rosa company pattern. They're very simple. They don't give you, and that's the downside of getting a $2 pattern, is that you're not going to get very detailed instructions. They're just going to give you the basics. You're not going to get a whole lot of diagrams. They may give you 1 or 2. So that's the difference in that and a $10 pattern. So I'm just trying to see where did I leave off before. This one's 2. So they've been, I was sewing the 4s into 2s, doing my piece reduction, but I couldn't remember where I left off. That's 4 and this is 4. All right, so first thing I got to do is, I forgot to get some water. I put the last water in my iron earlier as I was prepping for Zoom. Zoom tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time to 5 p.m. It's a 2 hours, and we're going to be sewing on January's project. Don't want you to forget. And I've been working with Eric a little bit on the Zoom and what's happening with Zoom. So I needed to schedule my Zoom on the desktop. So that was part of the problem, because all the features aren't there when I do it from the iPad, which I thought I should use the iPad because that's what I'm recording from, but not so much. So I had to do that. Good night, Kevin. Sheila says the lady. Oh, okay. I am almost finished piecing my blocks. That's Remo. But don't come into chat intimidating folks that you finished your blocks now. Oh my gosh, Joe Cormel says she did have some family that one had to evacuate and another cousin lost his home. Oh my goodness, that's awful. And, you know, it's hard in certain areas, even finding a place that, number one, you can afford, especially in California. And then number two, that you like. And then for something like this to happen, it's just got to be awful. So prayers for them in California. We had talked about it earlier in the chat. I got to now remember what order these things go in. I guess it must be the one back here. So it starts with, well, they're all the same. I don't have to worry about it right now. All right, so I'm not giving any cut instructions or anything on this pattern because it's a for-purchase pattern called Interwoven by Villa Rosa Designs. Uh-oh. My thread tail, I could tell it was going to act up. I lost it in my hand. And I could tell it was not going to stitch right. So we can just stop right there. Slip through my fingers. Pull it a little bit longer this time. So this stack. Lost track of which stack. All right. Okay, so when y'all come into Zoom tomorrow, don't come in intimidating the people in the Zoom chat, okay? Talk about Miss Vivian sewing her last row. Just be patient. So, I have to check the order of these so I know how they get sewed together. Which I got my scraps up here, I got them as a little cheat to know where they're going, which order. yeah. What else did I do? I have been taking so much sinus meds that I only want to sleep because it makes me sleepy after I take it for a long period of time. Every time I stop taking it, I get the cold symptoms back again. So I must have sinus issues, not a cold. And we have had major weather shifts. Anytime we have like 10 to 15 degree switch in weather here, I tend to be affected by whatever's blowing in the wind. So, okay. These are directional. So, yeah. All right. Press these. Sean from Go Savvy Designs is here. Betsy says she ordered from Hancock's and her stuff hasn't come yet. All right. So I kind of figured, like, I had ordered something from Amazon before the snow that gave me like a week delivery date. And then somewhere along the line, they had to redo a whole new shipping label because that shipping label was no longer any good. This lovely text fabric, I would just be ready to pass out if it was one of them was upside down. We don't want that. I can deal with some other stuff being upside down, but not text when it's all in a row. All right. Number 1 is the white pineapple one. Get you up here. So yeah, I've been so busy. I think Kevin was talking about the skin tones and the African Queen patterns. I've been mailing those and mailing exploding star patterns. So I've been working on various different things, and I still got to work on, I got to do some work for my Gills quilt show. I just, you know, the stuff I was planning on doing this week got pushed back, which was I guess it was good for Scrap Club, because So Busy was supposed to meet today and we canceled, because even though we don't have snow today, we have nowhere to park. The streets aren't cleaned. They did a half job. All right. They did not do a good job of cleaning these streets. If I was working, I wouldn't even go to work, because I wouldn't have even done all that work. The weight is pulling it back. It's like, girl, we want to go the opposite direction. And I took my line pieces, these green ones, that one. I took those to the big board and gave them a good press too. Got these pieces to go on now, just the last piece for these rows. I was working on another project. It's so big, it won't even go on my design wall, so I quit working on that. I'll wait till Scrap Club day, and then I'll lay it out at Scrap Club and mark the rows. I can't use my deck. It's filled with snow. That's the one thing I did not clean off, and I don't really like snow sitting on it, but it's a lot. And it's ice underneath, because at first it was just sleeting rain. Thunder sleet. Correct direction. You are a little wrinkled. Just a tad. Okay. And one more. All right. All right. So just going to take this one off for right now and press it. I'm sitting on half of my chair. I'm going to be on the floor in a minute. That would not be fun for me. Okay. Trying to. Now I got to sew these on. Seemed like every time I cut, I was cutting right in the natural fold of the fabric. So we'll just put it on this end. Work with one at a time. I got my sashing strips cut to size, like putting on borders. I guess I could have folded it for center, but I did not. We'll fold it next time. Right there. Now we can run this one through, get it started, and then I'll take the next one off. All right, take the next one off, which is the yellow one. Get it started. So let's see, what are you all working on? I don't think anybody has told me that today. Darcy is reminding you guys to hit the thumbs up button. Francis says, got to get my fabric for Zoom tomorrow. It'll be all right. If you're cutting, you're cutting. That's what it is. So good night, Judy. Hi, Anita Scott. Darcy says, need more thumbs up. Take a second to look if you hit it. Lana says, since I am still in my sewing room, I decided to cut my pillowcases tonight. I will sew them together tomorrow before the Zoom class. So awesome, awesome. You're going to have a productive day, huh? Oh, yeah, I've been cooking, too, because, you know, we snowed in. My daughter felt sorry for me today and brought me Chinese food. Brought us Chinese food, shall I say. But I don't mind because I'm used to eating in anyway. It was just that I did more cooking this time. I made I don't know what you call it. I made mashed potatoes. And then I put some sauce on top and then put the meatballs that I cooked on top of it and then baked it. I did throw in a little cheese, but my husband don't eat cheese, so I didn't go cheese crazy. But I put just a little bit more cheese on mine. So, but yeah. And what else did I cook? Hamburgers one day. And I made turkey, like chicken and noodle soup, chicken and rice. I made turkey and rice soup. And there's some other stuff I made. I can't even remember. We ate it all. Because nothing's going in the trash. At least I'm remembering to pin today. Last time I had half the strips on. And little Bernie down here, she was helping me out because she was using that dual feed. And my strips came out perfect, but I don't want to count on her. I want to know for sure, you know. But she did her thing last time we sewed. All right. T, you still haven't told me how you paid. AOL is not a payment, it's an email. I don't have AOL. And whatever payment you had, it was the wrong email address. I responded to that too. You had Teaquilts at Teaquilt.com. You didn't have the second S on whatever payment you were using. I responded, but it may not have gone through. That's the only reason I'm asking now. But AOL is your email. It's not how you pay. Well, I don't have a payment set up for AOL. Let's see if what people are working on. My brother is here, says he's watching football. Time got away from you watching them Ravens. And I think they play in Kansas City, right? Benita says she's working on a Bargello quilt. Carissa posted the top she just finished on the Facebook tonight. So we'll have to see that one later. Cross stitching from Monty Pep. Betsy's working on that Jelly Roll project for Scrap Club. Yeah, we got different projects in person and online via Zoom. We got different projects. That's another reason I'm crazy, because I'm trying to keep up with all these different things I'm in. Yeah. Yep. It's a lot. Okay. Get another strip set out. So it's ready. And Sharon is ironing fabric. And Deborah's working on her fabric, getting her fabric together. Claudette says, my son and I just finished painting my sewing room before the game. So that's awesome. I know that's exciting. Exciting. Put this on top. I need some pins from out of there, please. Cover them up with the strips. Dawn is cutting fabric for, ironing and cutting fabric for a boy's dinosaur quilt. That's cool. Every time somebody say dinosaur, I keep thinking about, I quilted a panel for somebody. And so I haven't even quilted my own panel for the dinosaur, but I don't have anybody in mind I want to give it to, but maybe I'll make it and then I'll just sell it, you know. I have enough money. I think the panel itself was like $100 for the panel. And then you got to buy backing. 108 need 3 yards. So that's just, we're at over a $200 quilt and we still got to do batting. So maybe that's what I need to do. I can't sell a quilt because I can't even take pictures of quilt. My deck is covered in snow. I have nowhere to hang quilts unless I use my deck. Or I got quilt stands, but you know, it's snow on the deck. Who going out there? Not me. I got a quilt back piece for Jersey's quilt top that somebody else made her that I'm quilting, but I didn't even load it because I've been using the back of the long arm to process orders and stuff. So I bet you are ready for Zoom class, Miss Vivian. Creasy says, cut the fabric for On Point quilt. That's what she's doing. Awesome, awesome. Dorothy says she's been ironing some new fabric. Nothing all that exciting, but you got to do that before you can sew it. Tamara Sprouting is here working on an orphan block quilt, so that's cool. Getting rid of stuff. Make a nice sampler quilt. Good night, Sue. Good night, Mary. Dolores says, T, is the fabulous sew along and Dresden Village sew along going to be simultaneous with each other? I'm just going to go because I couldn't get a good time for everybody that was in the group. I'm just going to go on Facebook and record whatever it is that I want to say about part 1. And then if you got any questions, you can ask. The video will be in the Facebook group so you can view it at your leisure. One nice thing about Facebook is that I don't have to I don't have a space limitation where I have to take it down. Yet, anyway, we don't. So, yeah. I hope I've been sewing these right, because I haven't been paying attention. We'll find out in a minute. I know this is the end because I just pressed it, so over here on top. I'm hoping I've been doing that the whole time, but I've been talking and reading and, you know, sewing and pinning. Okay, there it is. For some reason, they don't, like, on Zelle, I'll get one notification. And then if somebody else sends it, I only get that one. And so I did not see it. Because the other one was the wrong email address, and I wasn't sure if you had saw that email or not. Okay, and then once it went through, I never got an email saying that that you had paid it. So I do see it here. Thank you. Where's my paper so I can mark her off? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And sorry about that too. I try to send emails, but I don't know if they're going out or not. So I get a little mixed up with that. All right. I need some more pens. Did I still have one? Nope. Oh, Kansas City has a bye week. Okay. So I don't know who they playing then. I don't need to know. I don't keep up with football. I casually follow baseball. I'll go to a few baseball games, but I don't follow football at all. Number one, it's too cold to be bothered. And number two, I don't know all the stuff. I have learned enough when I will watch with my husband a little bit, but I don't remember all of that since I don't watch anymore. Okay. This one, I keep looking in the wrong spot. That's my problem. It's right. All right. All right, all right, all right. I think I left the pen in. That's the thing with being left-handed. No, I didn't. We can leave a pen in if you don't put it into the seam allowance. Then I gotta go back, hunt them down. Make sure my seam allowance don't turn back the other way. Okay, they playing the Steelers. Okay, thank you, Quill Gal. Sean is embroidering on beanies and vests. Okay, I got it. I think AOL must be your email carrier. AOL don't pay. Zelle is the one that pays. So it's just computer technology. So, but I do see it now. But for some reason, I'm waiting for the email to tell me, and it didn't come. But I see it when I go into my banking app. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:30. I had completely lost track of time. Had so much to go through. I thought Joe Cormel's box was going to be pillowcases. So she sent lots of stuff. All right. There's one. So the next things I got to do is Zoom tomorrow and then set up the round robin mailing schedule and then work in Fabulous and Zoom. And that Dresden Village is going to be a little nightmare. Because it's going to be time consuming. I think it starts with the Dresden blocks too. I think it starts with the large ones. I'm not sure. I have to look. So I do plan to do probably Dresden Village this week coming up. And then whatever one I start with, whatever day, I'm going to try to keep that same day every month if I can. Just depends on how my life goes. Okay. All right, almost. All right, all sewn together. Let's see, number one. This is the part I hate in here is pressing the long pieces. But I'm gonna have to press this flat because some of these are cut on the fold or they got wrinkled laying up here. So I need to at least press them flat. All right. All right, that's one. I'm gonna press in half so I don't have to reach out that far. It's a lot easier when I have two strips sewn together. And then press my metal parts. Okay, that's one. Number two is yellow. I'm all out of steam. And I got a big fold. This is the fold in the middle of the boat. Oh my goodness. Helena Carter says she cut out the road to Africa. I bought the dinosaur panel fabric and backing because a friend of mine told me that she wanted me to make her that for her daughter graduation gift. Then she tells me she doesn't want it. Yep. Hi, Sue Allen. Welcome to the chat. Right. They don't. Because I think when people ask us, they're going to assume that we'll say, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll just make it for you. No, we need to be paid. All right. Hi, Diane McCoy. Cynthia says she's working on a Hancock sale. Girl. Hancock sent me that stuff. I went over there and just clicked on the website. I had no intentions of buying anything, and I just clicked right on back up out of there. Not gonna get me this time, Hancocks. Press this in the center. So I have press lines. Hi, Holly Duvall. She's streaming my nephew's hockey game. Trying to catch up. Trying to catch chat on. I don't know what PN means. All right. Get down there. Now we put these two together. Do the ends. Make sure it's not twisted. I still got to cut sashings for tomorrow. I don't have my sashings or border cut. I do things a little bit different. So I'll cut that tomorrow. I cut my borders lengthwise. I don't know if Sharon is still here. Is Sharon still in here? Sharon Lewis. Just in case. She says yes. Remember, I just ordered Hancock's black, a whole boat of Hancock's black Kona, and I am cutting it now for this project for tomorrow for the Zoom, and it's fraying. It's fraying a lot. I have never had Kona cotton fray as much as it's fraying. I've never seen it before. So I got it all over my mat. I was cleaning it up. It's still pieces of it on this project that don't even have black thread. I haven't even used black thread on this project. But I got black Kona cotton threads everywhere. Now, I didn't notice it when I cut the skin tones. So I'm wondering, you know, black is one of those harder to produce colors to manufacture, to print. So I'm wondering if something is going on with black Kona cotton. And it doesn't feel like Kona either to me. But I didn't have any issues with the skin tones. I can't get this to lay down. Got it. Seam allowance trying to act up. It's like, nope, you're gonna conform. I don't know if I mentioned to you all before, you know, it just came out that Missouri Star has some controlling interest with two of the family members being on the board of directors with Kona Cotton. And I think between the both of them, they own the majority vote, if I'm not mistaken. I just feel like that black Kona Cotton ain't made the same. And I found out that we just found out, but I found out in a different article that this happened back in April of last year. Not toward the end of the year like when we found out. So this is going to be very interesting to see if it's just black. I won't buy black anymore. I'm going to use this boat up, and then I'm going to do some tests on different manufacturers' solid black. Moda, maybe Riley Blake. I think they have solids. I'll see what Benertex has. I'm going to just test. This one wasn't that wrinkle. Test to see what people are offering in black, and I'm just going to order small pieces to test them out, because I'm going to be switching, because I'm not putting up with that. Gotta see my order. I don't think I pressed the fold in that one either. I gotta go back and do that. Right there. What time is it? Got 15 more minutes. I made water and then didn't bring it in here, I guess. But it's almost over, so it'll be okay. All right. Now we gotta fold these to find our centers. Good night, chocolate quilts. It is quiet in the chat tonight, isn't it? I'm trying to get this panel sewed together. This is number 3. I would like to get these all sewed, but who knows? I may have to do some off-camera sewing to catch up. It's not much to this quilt. So once I need to make that other panel. I thought I was going to get started on it today, but I didn't realize I had so much to show in Joe Cormel's box. Again, if anybody wants to go to the Teaquilts Retreat 2025, end of June, last week of June, Tuesday through Sunday, email me, let me know. Have a single available. Oops. Hand-eye coordination was off. All right. Hi, June Hansen. Oh, Dee Branson says that her order arrived last Monday. Awesome, awesome. I don't need this one yet. I got one more. we need to do. Let's press it with this first. Make sure I don't press in any folds. More of these black threads coming out. So it's going to be real pretty tomorrow when I'm sewing with that black. Fold in half. Press my center. Okay, and then I need a strip on this one. All right, you are the top. This is the bottom. Strip goes right here. And before I sew you, I'm going to put a pin in the right side, so I'll remember. In the left side, which is the right side. Oh my goodness. Good night, C-Joy. Yes, thank you. She says have a good Zoom class session tomorrow. Yes. And put a pin right here. Pin right there. And one more pin is all I need for right now. Time is it? 9:53. Goodness gracious. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I think I got 3 more. Well, with this one, I think 3 seams. We might make it. We're gonna make it because I'm gonna make it. Even if we're late. We're gonna do it. I want to get this is not going into the next sewing session. Not this part. Not this strip. I got to make one more. Good Lord. Well, I guess I've technically only sewed on this a week because I started last Saturday. But I sewed for the chat on Wednesday, which isn't long, so I guess I'm not that bad as I think it is. It's not as bad as I think. All right, let's go get these other two off of here. And we're not gonna press. We're just gonna sew. Okay, this is the top strip set. And we're just gonna line them up and pin it. And then we have one more, the one that's on my machine to put on here. We might make it. We just might. We might be borrowing a few minutes, but not a lot. Watch, I run out of thread. I haven't even been paying attention to that. I have been sewing a lot this week. That's my other scrap club project I'm working on. I showed you all the frame squares. Well, I needed 100 of them. So I got all of those sewed, and I even got half the quilt top pieced, but I ran out of layout space, so it's sitting in limbo right now. I finished the jelly roll race. No, I did that December. Cut for, like I said, I cut for this project just a week ago, last week, so it seems like it was just yesterday. Cut for the Zoom. Prep some stuff so I'm ready. So I've been busy. I don't even know how these colors really look on here because I haven't been paying attention. I tried to put the colors that would pop better on the green, on the darker green here, and I pulled as much as I could to the lime green, but you know, I was trying to spread the colors evenly throughout the quilt too. So there's that. So we'll see how this one looks in a minute. One more seam to go. After this. I want anybody to be disappointed when I start sewing again. All right, the white pineapples are at the top. I need to find the pin. This is the pin. So this goes onto that one right here. And we flip it over, I can take the pin out and just temporarily, well, it looks like you're pinned, ready to be sewn. Go to the other end because this is smaller. And pin from the other end. And then I'll have to press everything. I can go to my big board and not have to futz with this little bitty mat. Okay. Gotta find my center marks, my pressed marks. They should nest right into each other. Then 2 more pins. Here's 1. And 1 more makes 2. Down here. I always try to pin so I know I'm not stretching like on one end of my, I call these borders because they're just strips sewn together. So it's just like adding borders to your quilt top. So I always like to pin. So if I do have to stretch anything, it's evenly stretched throughout the strip. Not just in one spot. I'm still I'm needing to get supply lists from one person for a retreat. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on. I think they may have forgotten, so I'm gonna contact them too. Having a moment over here. Just started hot flashing. Almost done, guys, with this panel. And I will let you see my unpressed panel. So we can see what the colors look like off the green. Yay! 10:01. Almost. So this is my panel. It's the same thing all the way down. So you don't have to see it all, but the colors look okay. The blue, it's okay, but it's still, you can see it. It's okay. So I'll press this on my big board, and I have 1 more panel to make. So we shall see. Dorsey's reminding people to hit the thumbs up button again before you leave. Let's see. Carol Williams is here saying her rent is paid. Thank you, Carol. Welcome. Lana says she's cooking oxtails for tomorrow for my husband because I don't eat red meat. That's nice of you to cook stuff you don't eat. So Holly says working on a leather bag I ordered from Baby Lawn Leather, all hand sewing. I must be out of my mind. I actually enjoyed working on the little project that Missouri Star gave us last year that was hand done. And I had already been on their website before that came, so that was another reason that I stashed it, because I wanted to test the technique out. And it was like a back stitch in a way, so I didn't have any problems doing that. That was fine. Lana said they playing the Steelers. Lana says, I finished my scrappy blocks and made a foot cover for my sister-in-law. Okay, so that's cool. Carissa Reninger says, it's cute, T. Thank you. Sharon says, I like the pattern and the colors. Thank you. Don says, I love it. Very pretty. Thank you. And June says, very cute, T. Thank you. So, yeah. So, that's going to be it. I'm going to put this at my desk for Monday so I don't forget to mail this on Monday. I am tired. Well, It's medicine. I was going to say for some reason. I know what it is. It's because I'm taking allergy meds and they make me sleepy. After a few days of taking them, it gets be too much in my system. But as soon as I stop taking them, all the symptoms come back. So I'm going to go. I got to go watch. Going to be watching Little Miss Jersey for a few hours. So we'll see how that goes. You know, this girl don't, you tired, but she be wide awake. So there is no sleep. It's party time, okay? So I will see you all in Zoom tomorrow for those that are going to be there. And then I'll see the rest of you guys on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for 1 hour live chat. Good night, everybody. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out.